What's going on, YouTube? How's everyone doing tonight? I am back on a Sunday for a cozy little shiny hunting stream. How's everyone doing tonight? First and foremost, how's everybody's weekend going? I mean, I know it's coming to an end. I hope you guys all had a fun, amazing weekend. I had a pretty darn good weekend. Coached some soccer, did some work, had a I don't even know what you would call it, like a service call for the new pool business this weekend. Been taking care of a pool that had gone green on a realtor and they needed it turned quickly. So been working on that over the past 24 hours. That's been fun. But yeah, it's time to get into some Pokemon shiny hunting. So I'm super excited about that. I hope you guys are as well. Gulf City Nick, welcome to the stream. The Turtle, hello, how you doing? Pie Lord was over in the shorts chat a little bit ago. I'm not sure if he's still there now, but welcome. I hope everyone is doing great today. Yeah, it's been pretty darn good. I can't complain too much about today. I finished off a script for a YouTube video that I am probably going to record tomorrow at some point. Get edited and hopefully on the channel before the end of the week. But yeah, it's been a pretty darn good weekend. Besides the fact that the US men's national team for soccer played Canada this weekend and lost 2-1. Kind of got beat up too. It was a sad day on Saturday because the US men's national team did not show up ready for that one. But I digress. We're gonna move on to Pokemon talk because that's much more fun than worrying about my favorite soccer team losing over the weekend. But yeah, so as you guys can see from the title and thumbnail, back into Sinnoh we go. Back to the briefcase simulation. I've got the game loaded up already. We're gonna dive into some more briefcase resets. Hopefully get the pink shiny monkey tonight. Turtle says coming close to 1386. You are correct, my friend. We are coming awfully close. We will probably reach that number tonight. Yeah, so I'm hoping that we get this little buddy tonight because I would like to start the playthrough for Sinnoh at some point, but I guess beggars can't be choosers, y'all. We just gotta stick with it and be ready. Gulf City Nick says, I'd rather not talk about the weekend. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. I hope you had a good weekend, my friend. Hopefully the bad parts of the weekend have passed and you don't have too much to worry about from here on out. But anyways, we will go ahead and jump over to the game scene here. As you can see, we're at 1,310 encounters and going. And in we go for another one here. I've got my iced coffee ready. I'm ready for the evening. I hope you guys got your drink of choice handy, ready to go, because we are getting into it, friends. We are getting into it, fam bam. And hopefully we can catch Mikey tonight. You know, I'd like to get this playthrough started sooner than later. And we can't really get started until we get our shiny starter. Crispy, welcome to the shorts chat, my friend. Throw me the shiny and get the favorite monkey. That's right. That's what we're looking for. Guys, I am streaming both vertical and on regular stream tonight. Blue, welcome. How are we doing tonight, my friend? I'm glad that you had some tacos. What kind of tacos did you have, Blue? What kind did you have? Yesterday I had some tacos. Gina and I stopped at one of our favorite taco places, and I got some carne asada tacos and carnitas tacos, and they were They were so freaking good. So good. I was overly satisfied. But no tacos on the agenda tonight, y'all. No tacos tonight. It is Sunday. It's not Tuesday. I know I was on a streak for a while. The streak had ended. And we just had a good little steak dinner this evening, and it was pretty darn tasty. Made some steaks, and Gina cooked up some little like potatoes, like the medley potatoes, the colored ones, the purple, gold, and regular ones. They come in like the little medallion style. We chop those up into quarters, throw them in the air fryer, season them up, and go to town. But yeah, it was good. I topped my steak with a little bit of blue cheese crumble, some balsamic glaze, some sauteed onions and mushrooms. Ooh, baby, it was so good. Gina made up a little chopped Caesar salad. It was too good. Gulf City Nick says, let's just say the stuff I want to say would not only get me in trouble, so I'll not talk about it. Oh no. I am sorry to hear that, Gulf. Orange Panda Plays, welcome to the Shorts chat, my friend. How is your weekend going? How are you doing this evening? Lou says, I had homemade tacos, beef, beans, lettuce, homemade taco sauce, cheese, and the shells, of course. Of course you had the shells. No shiny Starly, no shiny Chimchar. Not this time. But we move on. We keep rolling, fam. We keep going. Because that's what we gotta do. That is what we got to do. Jeremy, welcome to the chat, my friend. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're having a great weekend, a wonderful Sunday. Jeremy says, I'm working on my shiny Chimchar, and I'm on 3,200 soft resets. Yo, Jeremy, I hope that you don't have too many more in your future. I hope that you get that shiny little pink monkey sooner than later. I am attempting the same thing here, hoping to get this thing so that we can get our shiny fire type only playthrough started of Sinnoh. Are you doing any sort of challenge besides getting the starter shiny there, Jeremy? Are you doing like a challenge run through Sinnoh, or are you just hunting the Chimchar so you can say that you did it? Orange Panda Play says, I'm on a shiny hunt for Eevee right now. Ooh, Eevee's a good shiny. I love the all white. What game are you hunting in, Orange Panda? What game are you hunting in for the Eevee? Jeremy says, I'm on vacation, no complaints. Yo, vacation is nice. Oh, the puppies are going wild. Vacation is so nice. Where are you on vacation at? Out of the country, out of the city? What are you doing for your vacation? Vacations are always fun, gang. I freaking love vacations. Going off somewhere. I'm the type too, like Gina and I are the types that when we go on vacation, we kind of plan our vacation around eating. And I know that sounds bad, but we're quite the foodies. So we love finding like cool little restaurants to go to, places to eat at, things to eat. It's just super fun. Love it. But yeah, the most recent Lambo's got to go join Harley out back now, barking at the neighbors across the wash probably. Orange Panda says, I'm on egg 52 in Brilliant Diamond. Ooh, are you doing Masuda method for that, Eevee? Blue says, I want to go on vacation to Cali, but it's too expensive. Yo, California living is pretty wild these days. I'll tell you what. I've got some family out in California. I live in Arizona, but right next door. So I go there frequently. But I don't know. I love the weather there. It's so nice. There's so much to do there, but I don't know that I would want to live in that state. It doesn't seem very fun to live there, at least. But hey, to each their own, right? Everyone's got their preferences. If you like living there, be my guest. There's quite a grip of people that love the LA scene. No shiny chimchar there. On to another check. Orange Panda Play says my sister's going to California tomorrow. Ooh. Do you live near that state, Orange Panda? Blue says mainly because of Confusion Hill. It's been on my bucket list for years. Oh, nice, nice, nice. You love to see it. Jeremy says, I'm doing a shiny badge quest in Sinnoh. Yo, good luck with the shiny badge quest. And hopefully you get that shiny Chimchar sooner than later so that you can begin your adventure as well. Shiny badge quests are quite the bee's knees. They don't suck. It's a good way to challenge yourself too, because, well, unless you're going for certain targets, right? But it's always fun to like just randomly hunt and then get a shiny. Maybe it forces you to use a Pokemon that you have not used in a playthrough before. If you're just, hunting in the wild, crossing your fingers and praying that you get the one you want, but if you don't, you just take what you get. Nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty excited for this playthrough because I'm gonna challenge myself a little more than I usually would. I've never actually done a Nuzlocke playthrough, but I kind of want to like frame this this playthrough similar to a Nuzlocke, not completely there yet. I don't know. Well, for one, I'm only gonna have 4 encounters in this playthrough, because of the fact of only having 4 fire types available to you in Shining Pearl, unless you complete the Pokedex before the final gym. Then you can open up plenty more options, but without doing that, I think you can complete the Pokedex by like after the 6th badge, maybe, in this game. And so you could technically open up the entire underground and have plenty more options for the fire type only run. But I thought I would challenge myself to the 4 only. The Chimchar, the Houndoom, Magby, and Ponyta are going to be the only 4 that we'll get here. But then also playing in set mode instead of the option to switch in battle, as well as no items in battle. I'm going to try and do no items in battle while playing through. Held items will be okay to use, but it's pretty much just berries in this game. I think there's a few battle items I can pick up along the way, like in the underground, that will help out a little bit. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure I'll just be using the berries to help survive things. Bofadis, welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great weekend, a wonderful Sunday. What did you do this weekend, Bofadis? I wonder if Floss and Flop is going to be on the stream, Orange Panda says. I am not sure. I think he was in the last stream. I think he was in stream on Tuesday for a while. Blue says, I'm procrastinating right now, so I'm just going to lurk. Hey, no big deal, Blue. You lurk away, my friend. And to any of the lurkers out there, I appreciate you guys for lurking around, hanging out, and watching me play Pokemon. What do you think is so funny? Isla's been like on a terror lately, guys. She is just into everything that she can get her hands on. Every cupboard in the kitchen, every drawer at every desk. It's been a handful to deal with. So right now she's like just kind of down over here, opening up all the drawers in my desk and just sifting through. Like, I've got power cables in one drawer, random stuff, games, consoles in another one, like handheld consoles that she just keeps pulling out and throwing around. Jeremy says the shiny quest only begins once you get the first Pokemon. Hopefully not when I'm old and gray. Yo, for real. I hope the same for you, my friend. Hopefully sooner than later, you'll get that first shiny and be able to begin your quest. I am on the same tactic here. Bofidis says, I'm also hunting Chimchar right now. I'm over 2 weeks in. Yo, Bofidis, I hope you get yours sooner than later, my friend. Let's hope you don't get any shiny Starlies. I have been saying that since the start of this hunt, that I really hope that I don't get any shiny Starlies or phases, because that would not be fun. But I do take note of the fact that, like, when I am going into this, every encounter is technically 2. Like, we're seeing 2 Pokemon every time, right? Given the fact that Starly can be shiny as well as the Chimchar. So I don't know. It could be a good thing. Drogain says Drogain was lurking. Yo, thanks for lurking around, Drogain. I appreciate you being in the chat. I hope you're having a great evening, and welcome. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Orange Panda Play says, I hope I find a shiny Eevee soon so I can evolve it into a water type. I don't get any shiny Starlies. Or I didn't get any shiny Starlies when I was there. Well, I hope I get your same luck, Orange Panda Plays, and not get a phase on the shiny Starly. But if I do, hopefully I don't throw my controller through this screen. That could be a sad time if that happens. No, I won't throw any controllers. I'm usually not a short-tempered person. I'm pretty patient, actually. But hey, if we get the shiny bird, the little brown boy or girl, I guess it could be a girl too. We get the shiny little Starly. We'll just have to take a deep breath, focus, rub the earlobes, say some woosah, and hope that we don't get it again. Hope that we just get a shiny pink monkey. Because that's what we're after, guys. The shiny little pink monkey. So that we can get this playthrough going. Not there, though. Not there. The length of the resets on this game is what actually makes this challenge a little daunting, or at least this hunt a little daunting, just because it does take a while for the game to load. It probably doesn't help that mine is a digital copy and not a physical cartridge. But yeah, takes a bit for it to load in. Then you have to go through all the cutscenes, you know, with Rowan and Dawn talking, and select the starter, go through all of that good stuff. Gulf City Nick says, hopefully the first gym doesn't give you too much issues. Fire's weak against rock. Yes, that is very, very true, Gulf City Nick. The one thing that'll be nice, though, is by the time we get to Rourke's gym, we should have Monferno, or at least we'll get Monferno for the gym battle. So we'll get that fighting type as well, which won't give us resistance to the rock attacks, but it will help us because fighting does resist rock. And then it also gives us a super effective move, because when Chimchar evolves into Monferno, I think he learns Mach Punch. So we are going for it. I'm just gonna hope that we can just one-shot Rourke's rock types with some Mach Punches I may need to try and like focus on some attack EV training before I get there, just to be sure. You know, we don't want to be losing our starter in the first gym because we don't get another shiny for a while. Going at it with all fire types only. The next shiny won't be until I believe it's Houndoom. I think you get Houndoom in the underground before you can encounter Ponyta. I believe. Uh-oh. No. She's... Sorry. I had to recruit Gina to help grab baby Isla behind me. She's messing with the dog's water bowl and food. Orange Panda says, if I said I got a shiny Starly, then I would start my villain arc. Oh no. Bofady says, sometimes getting a shiny Starly can boost morale, especially if you have been at it for a long time. Yo, that's for real though, right? Like, at least you see a shiny of some sort. Alex, welcome. How are we doing tonight, Alex? I hope you're having a great evening, a wonderful weekend. Isla says hello too. What'd you do this weekend, Alex? What were some fun events that you tended to this weekend? Or what were some challenges that you accomplished? Hopefully, Gulf City Nick says the main reasons why shiny hunting in this game is a nightmare. Yo, for real. The soft resets. The soft resets can be daunting in this one. The startup screen is not kind, you know? You know? Are you guys more of coffee or tea drinkers? We got coffee or tea drinkers in the audience around here. Because I'll tell you what, fam bam, I love a good coffee. And an iced coffee? For some reason, like I know there's those purists out there that just love themselves a good hot coffee. But I'll tell you what, a good iced coffee with some cold foam or a cold brew with some cold foam, the way to go. Orange Panda says, I think you can encounter Ponyta at the underground as well. Is that so? I thought it was just in the, oh, probably that would make sense. I thought it was just underneath the biking path, no? But either way. Either way. Alex says, I got 3 first place trophies at the tournament. Yo, congrats. Oh yeah, I forgot you had your karate tournament this weekend, Alex. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you. 3 first place trophies. What an accomplishment, man. That is awesome. You love to see it. The fam bam just doing work in the real life. Bofady says tea. Tea is amazing if you make it right. Yo, I do like some good tea as well. I do confess to also liking tea. But I am a coffee fiend. I'm just a coffee fiend. Jeremy says coffee. Gulf City Nick says anything with caffeine. Yo, I think I'm right there with you, Gulf City Nick. I think I'm right there with you. The caffeine never sucks, right? Especially being a father of 4. I feel like I just live from caffeine to caffeine hit to caffeine hit. Late nights, early mornings, working my tushy off. But hey, you do what you do. Life is still good. Gulf City Nick says, I like cold brew, but I'm also not a fancy coffee person. Just a straight black coffee. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I've been known to drink some black coffee. I remember at my previous job before I started my business, I probably spent like a year of drinking just black coffee, and like the rest of the sales team, they'd always come in with like their Starbucks or, you know, like fancy coffees, or we had one of those Keurig machines, and they would have like their different creamers and whatnot, and I would just roll up to the Keurig machine, pop a coffee in there, just let it brew, grab the cup and go, and they'd be like, dude, are you drinking that black? Yes, sir, I am. Rough and tough. Alex says, I kicked butt, but in one of the fights, it looked like I was hugging my enemy. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do for the points. I'm not sure, is like grappling okay in a karate tournament? I feel like that's a jujitsu thing, no? Or like wrestling. Gulf City Nick says, try being an overwhelmed cook. You run on rage and caffeine. Yo, I served tables in college for quite a while, and I remember all of the cooks in the kitchen, just, they were like nicotine and caffeine fiends. I swear, nicotine and caffeine fiends. Bofity says, Coke is my personal favorite drink. Yo, you and Gina would get along well. Gina loves a good Diet Coke, though. She is a sucker for a Diet Coke. Anytime we go out, like if we do fast food, I already know she's getting a Diet Coke. We go to In-N-Out, Five Guys, especially like the burger places, the fast food burger places. Yo, she is all about a good Diet Coke with the burgers and fries. Welcome back, Blue. Good to see you back, my friend. No more lurking for you. Did you get your assignments done or whatever you were working on? Gulf City Nick says, just milk and sugar, no foam stuff. Hey, a good cold foam with some cold brew. I'll tell you what, man. You just got to give it a try. It's like a little bit of cream. You know, like if you just like sweet cream only, you know, like just traditional cream and like no sugar, cold foam will do the trick. We've got like a frother at home, and we'll put a little bit of the creamer in there and let it foam up, cold foam style. Then you pour it right over the top of the iced coffee. Ooh, girl, it gets you going. Orange Panda says, I didn't even notice until now, but I was so far back. I do that all the time watching live streams. There will be points in a live stream where I'll tap the screen if I'm watching on my phone, or like click the screen if I'm on my PC. And I just realized that I'm like 15 minutes behind trying to message the streamer. It's like, well, it'd probably help if I was live, caught up, so that I'm up to speed with what they're talking about. I hear ya. Wolf City Nick says, I buy Trader Joe's cold brew coffee pods, but put it in water and let it sit overnight. Yo, that sounds bomb. I've never had Trader Joe's cold brew. I usually just get like the generic cold brews at the grocery store, though. We unfortunately don't have a Trader Joe's where I'm at. I have to travel to Vegas to go to Trader Joe's. But Gina and I do love a good Trader Joe's trip. Not it. Not it. We keep rolling. We're going through some encounters at a decent pace here. We're moving at a decent clip. I can't complain too much here. What are we, 13 encounters in the evening? We're about on pace with our normal pace. It's like just under 3 minutes an encounter, you know? Alex says, does anyone watch M&J TV? I do. I watch a lot of Michael's content. I like his content. I like that he just makes content around Pokemon facts, like gaming facts. And I love that his content isn't circled around like actual gameplay, but just more so odd things or like his opinion on like the typings and things like that. Jeremy asks, have you ever had Dutch Bros coffee? I have. I'm not a huge fan of Dutch Bros, to be honest. I feel like Dutch Bros is too much fluff. Too much fluff. We've got a local coffee shop here in where I live, and we usually go there when Gina and I are going out for coffee. We usually go there if we're not making coffee at home. I know she loves it, huh? She's just sitting there watching. I know, I see you. Blue, I like how you call the regular chat tall chat. Is it like squished on your shorts feed? Oh, I guess like if you're on a mobile device, then chat is compressed, huh? It's in like it's only like a few lines on the screen at a time. That makes sense. No chimchar there. Orange Panda says stop brain rot. Oh, the Minecraft movie? Are you talking about the actual Minecraft? Isn't Jack Black supposed to be like voicing or playing a Minecraft character? I don't know. I don't understand how they're gonna do a Minecraft movie. Never really played Minecraft though, so that would make sense why I probably wouldn't understand how to convert that into a cinematic event, but hopefully they do well. Like I really want gaming movies to do better than they have in the past. Like I'm super happy that the Mario movie did well. The Sonic series is doing well. I'm super excited for Sonic 3, by the way, with Shadow. That looks like a fun one. Bofady says the Minecraft trailer was very bad. Really? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. I didn't even realize that the trailer was already out for it. Orange Panda says Steve. He's voicing Steve. Jack Black is voicing Steve. Is Steve like the main Minecraft character that you start out as or something? You can like customize your character in Minecraft, yeah? Thought you have like complete control of customization for Minecraft. Because you can like craft armor and all kinds of things, no? Jeremy asks if I saw the Borderlands movies. No, I didn't see the Borderlands movie. I heard it was absolutely bad. And I didn't even think that it looked that great, to be honest. I'm not super familiar with the Borderlands story because like I like saw a little bit of the gameplay. I played a little bit of the game, but never really got into it myself. But I asked one of my buddies that's like a big time gamer. He keeps like a journal of all the games he completes each year. And I know that he had played all the Borderlands games, and I asked him about it, and yeah, he didn't understand the trailer either. I was so lost. It didn't make me want to see the movie at all whatsoever. Wolf City Nick says after all the Jack Black political junk, his career is essentially done. Uh-oh. I feel like politics is so hot and cold, you know? And everyone on either side is just very black and white. It's it's a pretty toxic situation. Ofidi says the Minecraft, they are complaining or combining live action and animation, so everything looks out of place. Really? So the Minecraft game is going to be like a mixture of live action animation, so kind of like the Detective Pikachu movie, where there's going to be animated characters and live people. Orange Panda says, I'm kind of afraid for Nintendo because they have this thing where it's a bad, good console. How do you mean? Nintendo's a good console, so what is the next one gonna be like? Oh, you mean like the Switch being a good console, so you're worried that the Switch successor won't be as good? I wonder. I think that the Switch successor will be really good, actually. They did so much innovation with the Switch itself, the Switch console, that they don't really need to do much, you know, like besides like upgrading the hardware of the Switch. We've seen time and time again with different gaming studios not being able to produce the full extent of the game that they wanted to on this console. And so hopefully Nintendo is able to bolster that power and upgrade it greatly. The one thing I worry about that though is it's going to come with a larger expense. So I wonder if like the general Nintendo community is going to be okay with like the increase in console price. I know people that are used to playing, you know, Xbox and PlayStation have already seen larger hikes than Nintendo fans have. But for it to kind of keep up with the times, I think it needs to have more power, more capability, I should say. You don't want your gaming studios being hamstrung by the console itself. You know, need to make sure that it's full bore ahead, giving everyone the creative freedom they need. Bofity says it's a live action, or it's a animated world with live people. Oh, that sounds interesting. So it's like, whereas we're normally used to live action being like live and animation being like a live world with animated characters in it. That sounds interesting. I could see how that would be off-putting though. Definitely. You're like, and for the actors especially, you know, for them to be in a movie like that, everything that they're doing is on green screen. Like they're probably just in a studio with like green things everywhere that just get changed into whatever they need it to be. Gulf City Nick says his bandmate said some extremely stupid things. Regardless of where you stand, you can't say certain things. Ooh. Yeah, especially when it comes to politics, man. It's so, and especially now, it's such touchy times, you know, with political opinions. That whole space just becomes so toxic, and then you have just like everyday you and me's around, but they're like championing causes for one side or the other, and it just gets funky. It gets super funky. I wonder how a Legend of Zelda movie would work. Gulf City Nick, that would be awesome. If they made a Legend of Zelda movie, it would probably make me want to play more of those games, to be honest. Because I've only played like a few Zelda games. I haven't played a whole lot of them. I like the ones that I've played, and so let the dog stop barking. I've liked all the ones that I've played, so it's always like Zelda's always been one of those games in the back of my mind that's like, you know, when I have a little more time for it, I think I want to dedicate some time to those games. But I've never really done that, you know? I usually dedicate my gaming time to just Pokemon stuff, if I'm being honest. I'm just a Pokemon nerd through and through. The occasional FIFA match here and there, but I suck at that game too. Gulf City Nick says, provided they do certain things like hardware and better cooling, which would be critical. Also more storage than 64 gigabytes. It needs at minimum 500, if not more. I agree wholeheartedly. And the cooling thing needs to be addressed. Have you guys ever traveled with your Switch and just played for like on a flight? So I've been on a couple flights that are like 4+ hours with my Switch, and if you're playing that long, the console gets pretty warm. to be frank, it gets pretty freaking warm. City Nick says Metroid Prime 4 would be a good test of both consoles. Yeah, it's weird because the gameplay that they showed, it was very brief in that announcement, but it feels like that is on like a more sophisticated engine than what the regular Switch console is going to be able to handle. Opity says, I wish I could go back to the old days in my childhood where Pokemon X and Y was still airing and I could experience the best arc in Pokemon again. You know, I never fully got into the anime, to be honest. I watched as a kid, I watched like the Indigo League episodes, but the most Pokemon anime I've watched is with my kids. Since they've had the different seasons on Netflix. I've watched quite a few episodes with them, but I haven't actually watched any of the new one though, with the new characters in Paldea. I've always been into Pokemon through the video game and the trading card game. Always been aware of the anime and Ash and his adventures and things like that, but never like regularly watched it, you know? Blue says, I'm just going to stick to Sonic for video game movies. They've been sucking nowadays. Yeah, the video game space, like when I feel like the Resident Evil movies did pretty good. The Resident Evil movies did pretty good. The Sonic series has done well. Mario nailed it. They did so good. And the critics that tried to say that like it was too weak of a storyline or whatever critiques that they had, I mean, first of all, the movie was mainly made for kids, right? Like it's an animated movie mainly made for kids, but they finally did a Mario movie where the world of Mario was fully brought to life. And so that nostalgia hit for all of like the players, or like the my age group, like the late 20s to 30-year-olds, all of those people taking their kids to go see that movie. Like, I know that the nostalgia hit was huge, and it made me love that movie, no matter how shallow that storyline might have been. And then when you think about it, like, go play any Mario game, whether it's the 3D Mario games or the like old school 2D side scrollers. The stories are not very deep, you know? Every single Mario game, Bowser captures Peach and Mario goes to rescue her. That's the story. So, I mean, he's looking for Luigi instead of Peach. It's not super complicated, and they made it super simple for every child that went to see that movie to follow along and love it, which I think is great. I think that they nailed it with that movie. No pink monkey. We keep rolling. We keep rolling. Gold City Nick says the issue with Link is, well, he doesn't talk. Yo, that is a major problem for a Zelda movie, right? I think if they were if they were to do a Legend of Zelda movie and have Link They would have to make them talk. And then I wonder if that would kind of force Nintendo's hand to force like voice acting and then actual, or like at least lines for Link in the Zelda movies. Because he's never had lines. He just kind of like makes faces, right? That would be hilarious. That would be so good. Ralph, welcome to the chat, my friend. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're having a great weekend, Ralph. I love that you're here over in Shorts chat. Thanks for stopping in. I hope your weekend's been great, my friend. Bofady says, I grew up watching Pokemon and Ninjago. Yo, I think you might be around the same age group as my little brother. I remember him watching some Ninjago stuff. Gulf City says, if GameCube and Wii could run at 60 FPS, the Switch better be able to run at that frame rate. Yeah, for sure. It's simple with movies based off video games. Don't stray too far from the original source material. I agree. Especially for like the classics. Like I was saying, the Mario game or the Mario movie. They freaking nailed it, man. You don't have to get in depth with these stories, you know? Especially a game like that where the story of the game is never in depth. It's pretty shallow itself. It's pretty plain and straightforward, you know? Like the whole joy behind Mario was playing it and going through the levels and the magic of it all. And I feel like DreamWorks captured that very well. And then same with Sonic. Like there's not a whole lot behind Sonic, you know, besides like gathering the gosh dang it, what are they called? The crystals? Oh my god, I'm blanking it right now. Blanking it. For him to turn into Supersonic though. The crystals that he gets. But yeah, I mean, how do you add a whole lot of story to Sonic? Like even the human characters in Sonic sometimes kind of feel out of place, you know? And I get what they were doing. Like they're trying to add a little bit more depth, because really, like, if you think Mario has no depth, go play a Sonic game. You're chasing around Dr. Robotnik, who's like destroying the world, and that's it. You're just out to stop him. Chaos Emeralds, thank you, Blue, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Gulf City says, Link, save my... yeah. Right, he probably shouldn't talk. For real. They'd have to get like a young, handsome actor to play Link, though. That's a fact. You know what would be cool? Like for Nintendo, I think they have a great source for a good video game to movie adaptation in Star Fox. I think they have like a diamond in a rough IP there that they have not unsurfaced in a long while, whether it be making a game for Star Fox or like adapting that to a movie of some sort or adapting it to cinema. I think Star Fox would be good to do. Uh-oh. Am I dropping frames right now? Oh no. We are hitting a problemo, chat. Hold on a second here. Why am I... I think my internet might be bugging out. Speed test. Run one. That's all okay. Oh, it should be back. That's all okay. I think I might have just had a spike in internet connectivity. Lag City Gulf says, uh-oh. It should come back. It should come back. I think hold on here. Let's just refresh this real quick. And then we should be okay. Did it stop now? I think it might be OBS. Uh-oh. It's showing that my signal is sending fine. I wonder if, let's see here. Wasn't as bad as it could have been. Okay, that's good to know. Usually it looked like it was a yeah, the bitrate's okay. And it's sending the signal fine now. It's better now, you say? Okay. All right, we'll just let it be then. Uh-oh. Okay, it should be fine then. Better. Shiny Card Project, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I was just having a little bit of technical difficulties there. I think we're okay though. Yeah, I think I just had an internet spike. That was all. We had storms last night. It's monsoon season right now, so it could be affected because of that. But yeah, usually when the signal from OBS to YouTube drops like that, it's usually due to internet connectivity, from what I understand. But I think we're okay now. But I'm doing great, Shiny Card Project. Thank you for asking. How are you doing, my friend? Bofity says, I think a Zelda movie would be sick. Yo, if they did it right, I think they could do well. Gulf City Nick says it would have to be Deadpool's actor. You think Ryan Reynolds would be good for Zelda or for Link? I think Ryan Reynolds might be a little too old for that character. I mean, he is a dapper human being though. He's a handsome man. Ralph says that everything seems fine now. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think I just had an internet lag spike. That's all, guys. I apologize for the spike. I think we're okay though. At least now we are. Need to re-pop out my chat now because it lost signal. King Darkrai, welcome back. How you doing tonight, my friend? How is your weekend going? What'd you do on the weekend? Anything fun, exciting? Make sure my studio updates are up. There we go. Okay. We're all back. Everything's back. My whole streaming cockpit, so to speak. Everything's back to normal. Shiny Card Project says, I'm good. It's looking fine now. Also, you can call me Drac. I got shiny Virizion today. Yo, congrats on the shiny find. I'm glad that you found a shiny Virizion. Have you well, you can't get shiny iron leaves, can you? That's sad. I was gonna ask if you shiny hunted that, but I just realized that you can't shiny hunt that in Scarlet and Violet because Game Freak decided that they were gonna shiny lock things in the newest game for some weird reason. What'd you shiny hunt in, Drac? What'd you shiny hunt your Virizion in? Sword and Shield, maybe? Good night, Beanie. I love you. Hold the phone, chat. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to give baby Isla a kiss goodnight. Make sure to tell her goodnight. Oh shoot, was that shiny? It wasn't, was it? Come on, show the Chimchar already. Starly's not shiny. Chimchar's not shiny. Okay. We move to the next encounter. Jack says Sword and Shield. Yo, nice. Nice find. Were you in the Dynamax Adventures in Sword and Shield? I need to finish my stinking shiny charm in that game. Gulf City Nick says from a looks department, Ryan Reynolds would be great. Yeah, no, I agree. He is a handsome dude. I just think if Nintendo were to do a live action Zelda, they would need young actors / actress for Link and Zelda. I think they would need to go younger, right? Darkrai says shiny locks suck. Yes, they do. Shiny Card Project or Drax says it was extremely fast. It's a static encounter. Oh, nice. You used the static encounter in the Crown Tundra, correct? Bofity says, I hate the concept of shiny locking because you have to buy specific games just to hunt what you want. Yeah, it can be frustrating, right? It's what surprises me about shiny locking things was the fact that they were so like with Sword and Shield, they just like open the gates, you know? And especially with Dynamax Adventures being a thing and being able to shiny hunt all the legendaries in Dynamax Adventures, it's like it was surprising that they shiny locked legendaries in Scarlet and Violet after Sword and Shield had all of that unlocked. And I feel like the community loved it so much and were very outspoken about it as well. You would think that with the community being that outspoken, that they would have paid more attention to that aspect. But nope, they didn't. They just put Scarlet and Violet out there and just said, hey, we're shiny locking all this. Have fun. But you can shiny hunt starters. So, I mean, there's that, you know? City says also canon-wise, they'd have to be careful with some of the games because some Links and Zeldas are related. Yo, that's what's crazy too, is like how like some of the different Zelda games, they're different like timelines, right? Or universes or something like that. Like not every Link is the same. It's like different each time. So even though you're playing Link again, you're in like a different Link. You're playing a different Link, I guess, so to speak. So yeah, if they were to make a movie, it would be hard to convey that or get like the general audience that's not in the know of that to understand that. Drax says it's a side quest legendary. All the Swords of Justice are, I believe, right? Darkrai says you can just call me Lil Bubba or Bubba. Yo, I forgot that you had to change your name, Lil Bubba, to King Darkrai. What do you have, another week left with the name there before you can switch it back? Come on, shiny Chimchar, please be here. Come to me, Pink Monkey. I love the new legendaries in Scarlet and Violet, especially Chien-Pao. Oh, you like the Ruinous Quartet? Yo, Chien-Pao's actually really cool. Okay, Chien-Pao is one that makes me really sad about shiny locks, because if you guys have not seen that Pokemon's shiny, it's so good. It's like it's a snow leopard, obviously, but then the shiny version is like that nice brown. Oh man, it looks so freaking good. So freaking good. It's sad that that those Pokemon are shiny locked. Super sad. Super sad times. I've also got a PSA 10 secret rare Virizion from Plasma Blast to match. Drake says, yo. Or Drac, I'm sorry. The Shiny Card Project. That's pretty nice. You love to see the PSA 10 rated cards. The perfect rating for the perfect card. I've never actually got any cards rated before or purchased any PSA rated cards. That'd be kind of cool to do. Ralph says I like Chen Pao and Chi Yu. I'm sure we will have to wait to compete in a tournament to get them someday for shiny versions. Oh yeah, the Chi Yu shiny is super good. Or a GameStop release. Yeah, I feel like they always do those GameStop releases, right? It'll probably be towards like the end of the Scarlet and Violet lifespan. They'll start doing like all those different holidays or like giveaway card things with the codes, you know? Maybe we'll get some shinies in that aspect. Gulf City Nick says if they come from a certain timeline, it does have a romantic relationship like in Breath of the Wild and Tears. But I believe they are in a relationship. Yeah. Gosh dang it. I've got that stupid little heart emblem over some of the chat for some reason. Anyways. Yeah, it makes it super convoluted with Zelda games when different timelines of Link and Zelda have different relationships, you know? You know, for like a cinematic version, they would totally have to make, they would want to at least make it some sort of a love story. There's no way they're passing up on that opportunity. Shiny Chimchar, please come to me. The Chrysling Bro 64, how are you doing? What's happening? Oh wait, is that Oddbro? Did Oddbro have to change his name too? Do you guys all like, are you guys all changing your names in other streams or something? Bofity says Chen Pao is also amazing in competitive Pokemon. He is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Speaking of competitive Pokemon, are you guys all excited for, okay, so this coming weekend is going to be the Baltimore regional. So it'll be like the first regional of the season. So there have been some like local tournaments already. So people are collecting championship points towards Worlds, but this coming weekend is going to be the first like major Pokemon event, and it's the Baltimore Regional, and it's going to be in Regulation H format. So none of the legendaries, none of the Paradox Pokemon. We're going back to basics, y'all. City Nick says, as for A Link to the Past, their brother and sister. Oh, is Link and Zelda in A Link to the Past their brother and sister? Really? A Link to the Past is the one that they remade or like ported into Switch, correct? Like that has the little chibi style animations. Bro says I had to change my name because of a stupid name Crispy gave me. Oh, so you guys are doing something in Crispy's streams, making you guys change your names. I see. I see. Gulf City Nick says I have a competitive one. A competitive one of what? Chen Pao? Is that what you're talking about? Ralph says Christian just embraced the name given to him because he fell asleep on a Dynamax adventure. Oh no, you fell asleep in a Dynamax adventure and Crispy gave you the hammer, huh? Lil Bubba says I saw a spider and went to kill it and was just gone. Oh no. Gulf City says I think so. Oh, on the port, yeah, the link to the passport. It's from the NES era. I think that was the one that because I played the Chibi one on the Switch, and I can't remember what that. I think that one was A Link to the Past. It's like where you wake up as Link on the beach, and then you have to like travel around the world, unlock different things. Oh, Gulf City says it's Chen Pao. Yeah, the first one you got was a max attack adamant. Yo, that's awesome. You love to see it. You love to see it. The Odd Bro says I fell asleep one round of going for Xerneas, and I guess my Pokemon kept using a healing move on Xerneas, resulting in our team being blown out of the den. Oh no! That's the worst. That's the worst. Link's Awakening, that's it. That's the one. Thank you, Gulf City Nick. That's the one I was looking for. Bofady says my favorite shiny is Zeraora, but he is almost impossible to get without trading or hacking. You can get him pretty easily in Scarlet and Violet. It's just well, I shouldn't say easy. It's tough because you can't see him, but you can get a Zoroa. Oh shoot, I'm thinking of Zora Archon. Zeraora is the mythical from Sun and Moon. Yes. That one is a good shiny. That one's such a good shiny. That's the one that they did shiny version in Dynamax Adventures, I believe, during the Sword and Shield times. A Link to the Past is on Switch Online in the SNES thing. Ooh. I feel like I should take the time to go back and play some of those, because I have the Nintendo Switch Online subscription for like that opens up all of those old consoles too. I started playing one of the Zeldas when I was on a weekend trip to California to see some family. I was having coffee one morning and I started a Zelda game, and I can't remember which one I did. I don't think it was A Link to the Past. I think I went back to the old school NES and played one of those. Oddbro says I gotten back from playing in my school's marching band at football game that night and was exhausted. Yo, I don't blame you, my friend. I don't blame you. But at the same time, that would be rough to be in that party and playing against Xerneas. And if you passed out and your trainer just kept using healing moves on Xerneas, that would be pretty frustrating. Lil Bubba says I saw it outside. I'm safe for now from the spider. Ralph says I wouldn't be able to focus until I found the spider, for sure. Gina is absolutely afraid of any type of bug. It could be like a little ant crawling through the house and she's like calling for me. Come get this bug. Come get this bug right now. Bofady says it's so good but so hard to get. I wish I could be traded one, but I want it to have my OT. Yo, that's a tough one. with all of the different like the dens that they do now, like how we have the Dynamax dens in Scarlet and Violet. I wish they would do some of the mythicals that way, like in the Scarlet and Violet game, and then, you know, make it an online thing. Like, you got to go online to get the shiny version of it or something, and battle with other people online or something of that sort. I don't know. I think that would be super cool, especially because they already did the event in Sword and Shield for like a shiny Zeraora. I feel like that could be a way to get people back to the game as well, you know, because they keep releasing all these starters in the Terra Dens, and besides like shiny hunters farming them for Herba Mystica, or like avid collectors getting them for the Mightiest Marks, I don't feel like it's a super I don't know, like a super attractive thing for most Pokemon players. You know, like most people get the game, play through the game, and then they don't look at it again until DLC comes out or something of that sort. But if you start throwing some mythicals out there, even the casual Pokemon fans that are like, you know, like Pokemon, I feel like they would come back for things like that. And if you cycled those in with, like, for instance, right now they keep dropping all these different starters in the Terra Dens. If you were to cycle in some like mythicals or shiny versions of the mythicals into the Terra Dens to battle and catch, yo, I feel like that would draw a lot more people back into the game. Wolf City Nick says, I want a remake of Pokemon Black and White. So do I. I feel like it's coming. It's gotta be coming still. I just don't think it's gonna be this year, unfortunately. Just don't think it's gonna be this year, unfortunately. I think something with the timing of the Switch 2 has kind of put like a delay in the release timings of the different games, to be honest. Because it doesn't make sense for a company like the Pokemon company to like skip a year when they've been going, what, since, well, what was their last dead year without a game? Probably like between X and Y and Sun and Moon, maybe? Was there even a gap year between that stuff? But even so, I mean, like, they release games like clockwork, you know, whether it's like in that 3-year cycle. Thought for sure this year we would get like either a Black and White remake, kind of like how we got with this game with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, or else some sort of way to play the Game Boy Advance games on the Switch. Similar to how, like, with the 3DS system, they released the digital console versions of like blue, green, red, or did they do green? I don't remember. But the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, so Gens 1 and 2, they released in the digital on like the digital console for 3DS. I thought for sure they would do something of that sort for the Switch, but it doesn't make sense for them to do some sort of game like that on the actual NSO versions of those consoles. So like how the Nintendo Switch Online has the Game Boy Advance like emulator thing, I feel like that causes problems with like Pokemon releasing the Game Boy Advance games. So I feel like they would have to package like all of those Game Boy Advance games into one title and then release it as like a box game, you know? Because you know Pokemon Company's not going to drop something like that without making money off of it. So either they're going to want Nintendo to pay them to keep it on the NSO as like an available playable game, or require like Nintendo to require an even larger premium for the NSO stuff. I don't know. I feel like there's something going on behind the scenes money wise that's keeping those Game Boy Advance games from coming to the Switch. Gulf City Nick says, I'm pretty sure people who played Gen 5 and before would be okay with an app that has Pokemon games on it. Absolutely. If they could pull up their phone and get an app with all that stuff. Yeah. 90s and 2000s kids would be all over that. At times they shouldn't, because when you release a game every year, it kills the quality. Yeah, I understand that mindset. I understand that mindset. But for a big machine like Pokemon and the timing, they kind of have to be on like a specific cadence, right? To keep their other IPs going. And since the generational game kind of pushes things along, and then you have like the smattering of extras that help keep pushing titles along, such as like the TCG bases a lot of their sets based off of what games are currently in the format, you know, like when BDSP released, they had TCG sets kind of centered around Sinnoh and BDSP. And then again with Legends Arceus when that came out. So it's surprising that they don't have, or that there's not a like a holdover game between Scarlet and Violet until we get Legends ZA. Because clearly they're gonna continue to do sets based off of Legends ZA, like TCG sets, but they're just gonna be like making up sets basically that have no rhyme or reason, or based off of, you know, like Paldea. They've kind of ran the gamut through Paldea already, you know, or they're coming up close on it, unless they just keep remaking Paldea sets or something to go along with it. I don't know. I just think that like on a big corporation scale like that, they kind of like they've set themselves up for a cadence that is required. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe they have ways to float it until then that will suffice the fans until Legends ZA. Ofadi says it doesn't have to be a free shiny. I would hunt it, but with all the shiny locking these days, I'm not confident it will come back. Are you talking about Zeraora? Oh, yeah. The fact that they already did that one in Dynamax Adventures, it'll probably be a while before you see him pop up shiny again. Lil Bubba says, I won't be chatting. I'm playing with my dog. No worries, Lil Bubba. You lurk in the background all you want, my friend. Lurking is very much welcomed around here. Gold City Nick says, yes and no. Here's the issue with that. Look at Call of Duty. They release a new one every year, and that made games worse. I'm okay with a delay that actually works properly. Yeah, no, I agree, especially like the delay that the Zelda team did, you know, before releasing Breath of the Wild. I know fans were a little upset that I think it was delayed like 2 years, right? 2 or 3 years. But it did well because of it, you know. There was a lot of anticipation and hype behind it, and then they were able to deliver on the quality of that game as well, which helped, you know, catapult that game to the forefront. think the thing is, like, when it comes to quality, like, I know a lot of people like to bash on Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl being low quality games, but they did use a third party to make this. So like, if they're subbing out, so to speak, at least the like for like remakes, they could still hit on the nostalgia factor and keep that cadence going. I think where they missed on like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl in particular is the fact that so many fans of the Sinnoh generation, like Generation 4, loved Platinum, and that there were aspects about Platinum that increased the value of that game over, you know, Diamond and Pearl originally. So when BDSP came out, I think a lot of people just assumed that BDSP was gonna kind of basically be Platinum, you know, or have a lot of the Platinum aspects, and it had zero of it. And so the fans kind of revolted in that aspect. That and the fact that there were so many glitches, the game was unfinished on release, like there were quite a few misses there. But it's a new studio dealing with a new game. It's understandable that they're gonna have some misses, I guess. I don't know. I like the like for like remakes, to be honest. I don't know if the whole like chibi thing was a good call. I think going chibi style was just because of the success that Link's Awakening had on the Switch, because it was in chibi style. Game Freak probably saw that. Nintendo was like, hey, we just dropped Link's Awakening and it did really well. Why don't you do your next remake in that same style? Golf City Nick says, that being said, I'm going to bed. Yo, good night, my friend. Have a great evening, Golf City Nick. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Can't wait to see you again. We'll be live again on Tuesday, my friend. Bro says, I think it's okay that Game Freak is taking their time. I don't think it's okay that they announced a game and then stay completely silent since February. Yeah, I think that's causing anxiety amongst Pokemon fans. The fact that they announced the game and then have just gone completely quiet with no sign of any news. The Pokemon fans are just like in such confusion. They're so sad right now. They don't know what to do, because they want to back Game Freak's play of waiting, but they're also so used to the cadence of like game releases that they don't know what to do right now with themselves. I say they as like I'm not part of that group. I'm definitely part of that group. Yo, we're coming up on 1,350 encounters soon. We're kind of rolling along there, fans. We're just moving, boot scooting, boogieing. We're getting some encounters in tonight. I feel like I should have set this up as like a dual switch hunt. I probably should have had like 2 versions of Shining Pearl going. Both of my switches connected to a capture card going at the same time for this. But then, yeah, maybe. I feel like that would help out a little bit, you know, with this playthrough. being able to speed up the starter hunt at least. Because then no matter what, whatever game would get the starter, I would just have to continue on with that one, you know? Lil Bubba says, how much over odds are you? I'm not over odds. The odds in this game are 1 in 4,096. So I am not over odds. Technically, we are getting 2 encounters every time we throw the starter out there, though. So we are like, what would that put us at? Like 2,600 encounters, 2,690. So, I mean, given that, we're a little bit closer, but still under odds. Still well under odds. I really hope they make the starters shiny huntable in the new game because I really want shiny Greninja. Bofa D's, yo, just hunt Froakie in the Blueberry Academy. You can get a shiny Greninja that way. Lil Bubba says, so near odds. Kind of. We're still quite a ways off. And usually it's like on stream nights when I've streamed the starter hunt, I've been about like 80 to 100 encounters a night. So I think this is like my, I don't know, what are we at, 1345? So this is probably like my 15th or 16th stream of starter hunting. So like when you put it into that perspective, it sounds like a lot of streams of shiny hunting this thing. But then again, like if you look at the numbers, odds are 1 in 4,096. I'm at 1,345 right now. Bofady says I'm over 2,800 encounters in. See? So that tells you there. I know early on in the hunt, I had quite a few people pop in and mention that they hit like 6,000 encounters. That'd be brutal. But hey, if we make it that far, it'll be a story to tell. That's for sure. But yeah, once I hit about, I think it was like 800 encounters, I stopped doing this hunt every stream to kind of break things up. That being said, I do really want to get this shiny so that we can get this playthrough going. Because I feel like once the playthrough gets going, this is going to be a super fun one to do. And especially streaming with y'all, you know? I know that the like shiny starter hunts were super fun. I still need to go back and shiny hunt all the water starters in Scarlet and Violet. I still haven't done that yet. I'd like to do a Nuzlocke of some sort, but I kind of wanted to get this playthrough out of the way before I venture into any sort of Nuzlocke, just because I've never done a Nuzlocke before. So I don't know if jumping into a Nuzlocke right away on stream would be the best thing. I feel like I would probably fail, and it wouldn't be fun, especially like if I get to like the first or second gym and I bomb it. I feel like that would be a little annoying as like a viewer. I know if I was in the viewer's shoes and I was watching someone do their very first Nuzlocke ever and they just like bombed the first couple gyms, I'd be like, all right, this isn't fun. Because I'd want them to win, you know? Bofady says, me too. I just want to play the game, but I'm too far in to quit. I hear ya. I hear ya. Just gotta strap in, buckle up, and get ready. Just keep persevering. It'll be there. Eventually. Eventually it'll come. Eli, welcome to the chat. Welcome. How we doing today? Thanks for stopping in on this wonderful Sunday. How was your weekend? How's your Sunday been? All right, Rowan. Leave me the shiny Chimchar this time, Rowan. Yeah, both of these 2,800 encounters in is quite a few. It's a good chunk of time. Early on, I considered too, like maybe hunting this a little bit off stream just so that I can keep the numbers moving. But then at the same time, I've thought to myself, like, what if I'm just laying in bed shiny hunting this thing and the shiny pops up, you know? That would kind of suck. I've got to tell you, it would kind of suck. Because the whole point of this playthrough, like I'm only going to have 4 encounters in this playthrough. So if I encounter one of them as shiny off stream, you guys would be missing out on the reaction, the happening of it, you know, especially because if some of you guys have been in every stream that I've done of this shiny hunt, the starter hunt, that'd be pretty disappointing. Like if I was in a viewer's shoes and I'm watching a streamer hunt this thing and I'm dedicated to it, I don't want them hunting off stream. I don't want to go on their Discord and see some video that like, oh, hey, I caught it today. Now we can start with the gameplay. I'd be like, oh, that's kind of sad. It'd make me lose interest in the playthrough, to be honest. Eli says, I got a Dragon Ball Z manga. Oh, nice. Do you collect the Dragon Ball Z mangas? That's one thing. Yo, I've seen some content like focused around the Pokemon manga. I feel like I would like to go and read the Pokemon manga at some point. Like try to start at the beginning and read it through. I think that'd be cool. Because it's supposed to be like quite a bit more gruesome, obviously, than the games or cartoon. And then it's red and blue, you know. But yeah. Bofody says, I've been doing it for 5 to 10 hours a day for the past 2 weeks, so it is a brutal hunt. Yes, it is. It totally is a brutal hunt. It just, it wouldn't be so bad if you were able to like go into the wild grass or something of that sort, you know? But especially in this game, like this version of the game, especially the startup screen, going through the cutscene with Rowan and Dawn, and then finally selecting your Pokemon, and then you wait for all of this to throw out your Pokemon. Goodness gracious, I got some hiccups. Waiting for all of that to play through, it kind of gets to be a chore with the soft resets for this. It's not like this isn't a quick soft reset hunt. It's a longer one. Even like firing on all cylinders, you're gonna be at about like little less than 3 minutes an encounter, probably like 2.5 minutes. I think like I timed it one night where I was like locked in, going at it, and I think I got it down to like 2.5 minutes per encounter. But yeah, when I'm just like casually running through it while tending to chat or like reading chat and keeping up with you guys, communicating, it takes a little bit longer. It's probably closer to 3 minutes per encounter, or a little bit more. And then if you do the math on it, you figure you're at like what, in an hour's time, or in half an hour's time, that's 10 encounters. So 20 encounters an hour. And I usually only stream for about like 3 hours an evening. So what do you get, 60 to 100 encounters a stream? It can get pretty lengthy. Bofody says it's the dialogue that takes most of the time. It has just become a part of my daily life now. You just kind of set hold the switch on the side and then mash A through it all. I should get a turbo controller and just have it press the A button, but then it would just get stuck right here. So I don't know if you could do that. Eli says, it's my first one. It's a 3-in-1 book thing, and I also have the full Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Adventure manga set. I also have one Digimon from the school library that I have to return. Yo, that's pretty sweet. So it sounds like you collect some manga. The Diamond and Pearl Adventure manga set. That is probably pretty neat. You love to see it. I think it's cool, like how in the manga, Red's isn't Red's first Pokemon Poliwhirl, right? Or Poliwag, maybe? Because I think he like has a Pokemon in the manga before he gets a starter from Professor Oak. Lil Bubba says, I always fully evolve my starter, then first the... Wait, you fully evolve your starter before the first gym? In every playthrough? For real? Seems like a lot of work. I remember playing Red and Blue as a kid, and I always made sure that I got all of my Pokemon to level 10 before facing Brock. And then before facing Misty, I would get them all to level 15. And then before Surge 20, like I had a method. And then once you get past Surge, it's like free for all. It's free for all from there. Just going on for it. Generally, I feel like after Surge, you kind of you start pulling in quite a bit of experience through battles if you battle a lot of trainers, and there's a lot available to battle. But like those first few gyms, the pool of trainer encounters before you get to the gym are not as much. You got to do some grinding to get your Pokemon up to level there. Lil Bubba says it makes it easier. Yeah, I would imagine so. If you've got a fully evolved starter before the first gym, you're probably trucking through the game. You're just blasting through badges. The only thing would be like the experience that you gain, like to get them all the way to like 30 plus. Most of the starters are 30, or their final evolution is at like level 30 plus, you know? There's not very many wild Pokemon that give you quite a bit of experience before the first gym. And there's definitely not enough trainers to get you there. Eli says, I finished the Pokemon puzzle. Which Pokemon puzzle did you finish? Like an actual puzzle with the pieces? Is that what you're talking about? Or just like a word search kind of thing? Better stop having bad posture. Bad posture is bad for the body. As long as we're not getting a shiny Starly, okay? The thing is as long as I get a shiny Chimchar before the shiny Starly, we're gonna be happy. Also, if I can get it before 3,000 encounters, I've been saying since the beginning of this hunt that I think it's going to come like around the 2300 range. So we got another 1,000 encounters to go. If I get it on my count. Now, earlier tonight, there was, I think the turtle. The turtle, was it? I think their guess was 1368, maybe? Maybe? 1368, does that sound right? Let me... 1386. I had to go back on chat in OBS to see it. Their guess was 1,386. The turtles, yes. I kind of want to at least get to that number before the end of stream. If not all the way to 1,400. I don't think I'm going to make it to 1,400 though. It's 8:15 right now. I'm probably only going to stream for like another hour and a half, maybe. And then probably call it good for the evening from there. All this A button mashing. If as long as my controller makes it out of this briefcase simulator with the A button intact, then we're good. Then we're good, fam bam. No shiny Chimchar there. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll get the shiny Chimchar before stream ends tonight? I feel like I've asked that of stream each stream. If you think we'll get it before the stream ends, there's not a whole lot of optimism though. Eli says, I want a sandwich, more specifically the sandwich your mom makes you the first day of school in Pokemon Scarlet. The one that powers up your Miraidon or Koraidon. There's probably something really good in that sandwich, Eli. There's probably something very good in that sandwich. Ralph says, I think so, with all of the sparkles. Yo, Ralph, I'm glad you have that vote of confidence, my friend. I sure do hope we get him soon. We need to get Mikey so we can start the playthrough. We need to get our little pink monkey. What do you guys think, Fam Bam? If Game Freak were to release, Bofity says encounter 1,355 will be the one. Yo, that's not this one, but the next. Not this one, but the next. I would love to see that. But I hold my breath until that encounter. I don't think I can hold my breath that long, actually. These encounters are like 3 whole minutes. All right, not that one, but this is the encounter Bofides is calling out. 1,355. Eli says, imagine you find the shiny, but it's also a female. That would be so rare. Really? Is the encounter rate for Chimchar mostly male? I thought the starters are 50-50 shot, yeah? Cerebi. Let's go to Cerebi. Let's see. Chimchar. See what it says here. This is generation 8, yeah? Oh, yo, the female rate is like 10%. Holy crap. I didn't realize that. Starters are mostly male, Eli says. Yo, that's a fun fact. This is it, Bofady says. This ain't my redemption arc. Yo, if this is it, Bofadies, when this playthrough's done, you get the Monferno or the Infernape at the end. You'll get Mikey the Infernape at the end. I never realized that the male to female ratio on starters was that. Is that in all games? It's like 10% for it to be female. Is this the one? I think when it shows your trainer, that means the Starly's strong. Oh, it's not it. 1355 came and went. That's not the shiny. Lil Bubba says I'll get it before 1365. Ooh, in the next 10 encounters, you think? Eli says, since when was the blonde dude named Shredder? It's always been June for me. Yeah, I named him Shredder for this playthrough. Good old Barry. Good old Barry from Diamond and Pearl. I named him Shredder for this playthrough, just so that the naming theme would work. Because I'm naming all of the Pokemon after the Ninja Turtles. Since we only get 4 encounters, they're all going to be named after the Ninja Turtles. And then if we get any phases along the way, the whole idea is to like name the phases different Ninja Turtle characters, like April, Casey, I don't know, Bebop, Rocksteady, you know that whole deal. Baxter Stockman. Different characters. But what do you guys think, Fam Bam? If Game Freak were to release a game that had all of the Game Boy Advance games on it, so the Generation 3 games, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. If they released a game for Switch that was full price, like the full $60 that you pay for a Switch game, but it included all 3 or all 5 of those games, would you purchase that? Or would you pass on that? If they were just to port those over, maybe they like high def them up a little bit. But realistically, like the Game Boy Advance games aren't that bad. Maybe it would be cool if they did high def them up a bit and then maybe add a couple like quality of life things. If they were to add features like quality of life features that are part of the more modern games, or give us like fast travel sooner or something like that, I feel like I would easily pay full price. If they just ported them all into Switch and they had them all on one game, I feel like a $40 mark would be way more fair. But I probably would still pay 60 and get the Switch game, and I would just get the cartridge just so I can keep it like up here with my collection of Pokemon games. Lil Bubba says Teenage Mutant Pokemon. That's correct. Should have chosen Torterra for the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I know. I would like to. Usually I pick Turtwig as my starter, and I name him Raph every time I play Sinnoh. But not for this one. Not for this one. I usually pick grass starters. For my Pokemon playthroughs. I'm definitely a grass starter fan. Unless I'm doing some sort of playthrough challenge, I pretty much pick grass starters. Like my first playthrough of every game has been grass starter. So when I played blue, it was Bulbasaur. When I played gold, it was Chikorita. When I played fire red and leaf green, I think I played fire red. I'm trying to remember. I think I had no, I had Leaf Green and I played Bulbasaur. I had Sapphire and I picked Trico, but I only played like Ruby and Sapphire only played to like the second or third badge, maybe the third badge, before I stopped playing, before I took a long break in my Pokemon games. Then I got back into it with Sword and Shield. Definitely took Grookey. Rillaboom is my favorite grass starter final evolution. Then I got to play Sinnoh with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. That was my first playthrough of Sinnoh. I definitely picked Turtwig. The Turtwig line's my favorite grass starter line of all of the starters. Like the entire line, the Turtwig line's my favorite. Favorite final evolution, Rillaboom. But Torterra's up there. I feel like Rillaboom and Torterra are friggin' awesome. Alf says I would absolutely buy all of the ports. Just make the events available and I would pay anything. Yo, that's the other thing too, is like, yeah, they would have to make those events available, right? If it came with DLCs for the newer games, then yes, but no DLCs, maybe, Lil Bubba says. Eli says, I've been using another Nintendo account for Pokemon Scarlet so I can get a foreign Ditto for shiny hunting. I can't read French and I don't know how to change it. Oh no. It's in, there's a, can you change it? Is it in the language settings? You pick your language at the very beginning of the game though, so I don't think you can change it after that point. Once you pick your language, you're in. You're locked in. Bofody says, I can trade you a foreign Ditto on Scarlet and Violet if you want. There you go, Eli. You can get one from both of these. There's actually, I think Austin John Plays released something at the very beginning of Scarlet and Violet's life cycle for a Ditto trade. I can't remember where it was. I think I might have saved it to like a playlist or something. But there's a code for trading Dittos. And I think people are still active in it. Usually you can. Oh, Eli says, I don't have Nintendo Online, so I can't trade. Oh, that's rough. Bummer. Can you... do you have to have Nintendo Online to connect to the internet on Scarlet and Violet? Or just for raids and battling? I think you're probably, you do, don't you? There's no circumventing that one. What about like surprise trades? Can you do surprise trades without being connected to the internet? No, you can't. You gotta be connected to get the surprise trade in too, don't you? Bofody says the code still works. That's how I got mine. Yes, that code, that's how I got mine. I think I have a Japanese Ditto. That code's perfect. Bubba says I failed the test to fight the Elite Four 3 times. Yo, gosh. Eli says, what's the code? I don't remember what it is. If you go, just search on YouTube, foreign Ditto code Scarlet and Violet. It should bring up Austin John's video. And he always does like all those nice spreadsheets that like lay everything out in a very orderly fashion. He's got it all organized and neat. No shiny, no shiny. Okay, at 1,360, right here. This is it. Probably not, but after this one, I'm gonna go use the restroom because my eyeballs are floating out of their sockets. Lil Bubba says I got the what starter I had wrong. Oh no. How'd you do? Did you trade yourself all of the starters so you had all of them with you at the end, but you couldn't remember which one you started with? Bofody says I'm not sure about the number or the code. Search up how to get one and it will come up. Yeah, if you search foreign ditto code Scarlet and Violet on YouTube, it should bring up Austin John Plays video, and he goes through a whole explanation. I have confidence in 1,360. Bofody says, yo, let's hope. Let's hope. Cross them fingers, buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Even like encounter number one, if I go back to my first stream, I think at some point, even in the first stream, I had said that I think it's going to be like in the 2,300 range. Eli says I got the code in. Nice. Hopefully it works. I don't know if you need Nintendo Switch Online to be able to make the trade or not. But okay, with all of that being said, I need to go use the little boys room because my eyeballs are about to float out of my head. I will be right back in just a smidge of time. Just chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back in no time flat, and we'll get right back into, you know, the briefcase simulator. And I'm probably gonna stream for like another hour about, and then we'll call it from there. But until then, hang tight. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna keep shiny hunting. All right, we're back. We are back. I feel much, much better. I can actually focus now. I don't know about you guys, but like when I have to go, my ability to focus just becomes like non-existent, to be honest. But we're back. ready to go. It took me a little bit because I had to go stop into the room, give Gina a little kiss on the forehead, let her know I loved her. You know, all the good schmoozy things that you do as a good person and spouse and friend. No Nintendo Online for link codes, only for surprise trades. Oh, really? You can still do link codes, but oh. Cat is currently laying on my brother's tennis bag. Cats love to just lay on random stuff. Or like boxes. Cats love boxes. I don't understand it. Like cardboard boxes, they just love them. They just love them. But yeah, so I feel much better now. I'm ready to keep going. We're gonna keep plugging away. I don't know. I kind of like to always end on like a good round number, but I also don't want to go too crazy, you know? I think we can get like another 30 encounters in before I end stream. So I think I can get to like 1385 or 1390. I know I want to get to at least 1386 tonight because of the turtle's guess. So yeah, we'll at least get to 1386. But I think I can make the push to 1390 before getting too late and needing to end stream. Bofity says, if the code doesn't work, I can go on Violet and we can set up a private code. Yo, there you go. You'll love to see the fam bam working together. No shiny there. I wonder, is chatbot in shorts chat or is it in regular chat? Let's see here. Exclamation point Discord. Oops. Is it working? Chatbot is in regular chat. I am not sure how the stream elements thing works, because when I have stream on, or like when I have chat on stream, it is it's showing shorts chat, but my chat bot from Stream Elements is in my regular chat, so I don't know why it's doing that. The turtle says, I've got to go, but I hope you get it on 1386. Yo, the turtle. If I do, I will ping you in the Discord. I'll let you know. Guys, if you haven't already, I haven't actually brought it up at all tonight, but please drop a like on the stream. It does help push the video out to the YouTube algorithm, you know, encouraging others to come and join the stream, hang out with us as we shiny hunt and do these goofy little playthroughs of Pokemon games along the way. It's free for you. It's cool for me. As I sit here and stream. No shiny Starly, that's a good sign. But that Chimchar's not shiny either. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Crazy how many more eyeballs see the shorts streams, the shorts chat streams. YouTube just like force feeds shorts to its viewers. I think you just have to make sure that you're connected to the internet before you can put in the link code and trade. I don't think that you need the Nintendo Switch Online account, but I think you do need to be connected to the internet. In game, that is. In game. Come on, shiny Chimchar. Not that one. It's gonna be so exciting when the shiny actually does happen, though. Because after going through these encounters, these soft resets, it's gonna be super fun when it just lands on a shiny one. Lil Bubba says, what is your least favorite starter? Least favorite starter. Probably. I'm not a very big fan of most like the water starters, if I'm being honest. Probably Poplio, I'd say. I'd probably say Poplio's like my least favorite starter or like line of starters. I like all the grass starters quite a bit. Most of the fire starters are pretty cool. I really like the Litten line. I think that's a cool line. I'm not a huge fan of like the Tepig line. It's not bad. I just don't think it's one of the best. Yeah, I'd probably say Poplio, and especially because like the Alola, how could you? I love Poplio. Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. I feel like Poplio is one of those ones that's like a love or hate Pokemon, you know? People either really love it or like it's on the bottom of their list. It's either the top or the bottom and no in between. Eli says my least favorite starter is probably Fennekin, and for design I would choose Rillaboom. Yo. Really, Rillaboom's your least favorite design Pokemon? I love Rillaboom. It's so good. Actually, you know what? No. I take that back. I do like the Poplio line better than the Fennekin line. I didn't even think of Fennekin or its line because I just like blanked that one out of my head. I am not a fan of Delphox or Fennekin or what's the middle evolution, Braxian or shoot, I can't remember its name. Lil Bubba says my favorite is Froakie and my least is Sobble. Oh, Sobble. Yeah, Sobble is pretty down there on my list as well, though. I don't know if. Actually, you know what? I probably would put Sobble below Poplio's line too. Now that I'm thinking about it, you bring up a good point there, Eli. You listen. Poplio's moving up on the list as we go through them. Yeah, Sobble's pretty low on my list. I prefer Primarina rather than Brionne or Poplio. Okay. The only decent middle stage starters are Bayleaf and Ivysaur. Yo, I love Ivysaur as a middle stage starter, but Grottle's probably my favorite middle stage starter. I just love his design so much. He's such a cool looking turtle. Grotto reminds me of the Stegosaurus from The Land Before Time. Or not Stegosaurus. What is he? The Stegosaurus, right? I think that's the name of the dinosaur. Eli says I have a lot of nostalgia with Alola. Don't need to play the Alola games. That's one thing I'd like to do is like maybe even once I complete this playthrough, I might do like just like a chronological set of streams going through the games that I have not played. Starting with Sapphire. I think going back and playing Sapphire, or completing Sapphire, I should say. I played it. I played like the first few badges. But by the time Ruby and Sapphire came out, I think I was in high school. Ruby and Sapphire came out in what, 2004? I'm pretty sure I was like a sophomore in high school when that came out. And so I kind of like, that's about the time that I fell off of Pokemon. And then when I was in college, I like dabbled a little bit back into it, but just like replaying Fire Red and Leaf Green. I didn't like venture into, I think at the time X and Y was out when I was in early years of college. Eli says my brother got into Pokemon when Alola came out, so of course I liked it too. I took his Rowlet plush. Yo, round boy, the good old cute round boy. You do need a subscription. I just searched it up. Oh, you do need a Nintendo Switch Online subscription for trading. That's unfortunate, but good to know, Bofidis. Thank you for looking that up. Lil Bubba says Sobble deserves to cry. I don't know if any Pokemon deserves to cry, but the poor little Sobble does cry a lot. I'm sorry, I would have liked to help, but Nintendo is greedy. That's a fact, Jack. They got their Switch Online subscriptions heavy in charge. It is kind of funny, right? That you can't like do any sort of online playability with any Switch game unless you have a Switch Online account. Eli says, I love the Alola starters. Decidueye and Primarina are my favorites. Incineroar is good. I just like the other ones. Yeah, Decidueye is such a cool looking Pokemon. I do like Decidueye quite a bit. Lil Bubba says Sobble makes himself cry. That's a fact, Jack. That poor little Salamander's always crying. More hours of reading French dialogue, Eli says. Oh no. I feel like because of studying Italian in college, I could probably start an Italian playthrough and get through it and have like an Italian speaking Ditto to do that for myself. But I don't know if I would do that. Landit needs a male evolution. Yo, for real. That would be cool if they would do a male evolution for it. But I think that the creature that Salandit's based off of, though, like the females kind of lead the herds, right? Or the droves of those types of lizards or what have you. That's why they give it a female only evolution. Ninja lizard. Yo, that would actually be really cool. Lil Bubba says Score Bunny was the starter I picked in Sword and Shield. I was part of that Grookey gang, baby. Bofody says it's kind of dumb that you need a foreign Ditto. They should have made it a shiny Ditto or something. It would have made more sense. That's what it used to be in Generation 2. Any shiny Pokemon that breeds with another Pokemon increases the shiny chance. But that was all because of stats, I think, back then. Because the shiny... the way that they randomized shininess was like based off of stats. And if you had a shiny Pokemon, then it's more likely that the parent Pokemon could send those stats down to the baby Pokemon that would hatch from the egg. So you were more likely to get a shiny if you used a shiny Pokemon to breed. But not anymore. I think the Masuda method came out with Gen 4, right? When internet connectivity became a thing, so that they can kind of promote like the online trading, the GTS, I think it's called. Come on, Chimchar. Lord Pancake, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight, my friend? Is that just Pylord with another name change from falling asleep in crispy streams? Eli says, I chose Sprigatito and my brother asked why I made its name Spriggy. I don't want to pronounce Sprigatitita da Gato. Shiny Lizard and French Ditto shall make generations and generations of shiny lizards. That's for sure. The good old French Ditto. Lord Pancake says, I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Did you do anything wild and crazy this weekend? How's your Sunday been? Your Sunday fun day? Did you have plans for Sunday fun day? Brigadito. Lil Bubba says Grookey was my second starter. Oh, that's a good pick there, Lil Bubba. I'm definitely part of the Grookey gang. I love me a good little Grookey, but Thwacky's kind of garbage, to be honest. He's the sole reason why the Grookey line is not my favorite grass starter line. Like if you're taking the entire line as a whole, I think I would even put Bulbasaur's line above Grookey's. So it'd be like Turtwig, then Bulbasaur, then Grookey. But if we're just going off of final stage evolution only, Rillaboom is the GOAT. The GOAT. Bofody says, I find it funny that egg shiny hunting is basically just hatching and releasing Pokemon and destroying the ecosystem. It really is. It really is. Lil Bubba says, I traded him from Scarlet, so I had both. Wait, you traded Grookey from Scarlet to your like did you put him at home and then transfer him over to Sword and Shield so that you could have both starters? Meowscarada should have been a big warrior quadrupel cat. Oh, you don't like that that Meowscarada is bipedal? Mind Meowscarada being bipedal. Actually, I don't even mind Incineroar being bipedal. I know that there's a big group of Pokemon fans that dislike the whole like bipedal starter situation that we've been getting, where they're too like humanoid looking. I don't mind it so much. I think it's fine. Personally think Meowscarada is the best starter in Scarlet and Violet. I agree. By far. The whole Sprigatito line just, I feel like, shits on the other two starter lines. And that's not just the grass bias coming out. I'm not a fan. Like, Fuecoco's cute, but like, Crocolore's kind of funny. Skeledirge, I don't care for Skeledirge that much, to be honest. I don't know if it's just like I'm not a Gator fan, you know? Like Feraligatr was never like super up there for me either. I don't know. And then the Quaxley line, you got Quaxley, what the heck's Quaxwell and Quaquaval. I like the idea of like what they were trying to get out of the Quaxley line and like making them the dancers, you know, like but I don't think the execution was very good for the Quaxley line. I like Quaxley's like hair, and that's about it. Eli says Meowscarada is very good. The flower trick move is super powerful. Yes, it is. The guaranteed crit is just insane, right? It's unmatched. Lil Bubba says I love the Fuecoco line, and Ralph agrees. Loving Skeledirge. The shiny Skeledirge with it pink is really good. I like the color swap for the shiny Skeledirge. I still don't like the design of Skeledirge. Eli says, surprisingly, as a Gator and Reptile fan, I don't like Skeledirge. Ooh. Bofity says the water starter is basically just the ugly duckling if it stayed ugly. Oh, poor Quaxley. But so true. Poor Quaxley, but so true. It really did get the short end of the stick, huh, of the starters for this gen. Lil Bubba says the disrespect for Skeledirge. It's not that I disrespect it. I'm not a huge fan of that design. I think Fuecoco's cute, but like, I don't know. It's my opinion. I don't think that everyone has to agree with my opinion, although my opinion is right. No. But yeah, I don't know. It's not, I just don't find it interesting. And I can't even put my finger on it exactly. What I don't like about that Pokemon, it has nothing to do with it being like more animal like either. I don't know. Yeah. It's just something about it. I don't care for it. I don't know if it's like, I feel like its head is too small for the rest of its body with like the skull cap it's got on and whatnot. I don't know. Eli says he looks like a clown with the face painting. Ralph says I like the Gen 9 starters more than Gen 8. Yo, that's a pretty bold statement, Ralph. I can't agree with that. I don't agree with the Gen 9 starters better than Gen 8. I really like the Gen 8 starters. The Sabo line kind of sucks. But I feel like the Grookey line and Scorbunny line make up for how weak the Sabo line is. But yeah, Skeledirge and Quaxley are pretty freaking bad. There you go. There's two more that I like less than Poplio's line, Eli. Skeledirge and Quaxley lines. The Fuecoco and Quaxley lines. I like them less than Poplio. And Brion and Primarina. Bofity says, I like Skeledirge too, but Meowscarada is just stronger and cooler in my opinion. Heck yes. 1100% agree. Eli says, imagine Totodile, Fuecoco, Gibble, and Sandile just have a Chomper Club meeting where they just chomp. I saw someone post on, I think it was a post on Twitter today. They are certified chompers. They had Fuecoco, Totodile, Gibble, Sandile, something else. What else did they have? And then Choodle was the last one. And it was like, I bite too, I bite also, and then it was like Choodle was the end, and it just said I chew. It was actually pretty good. I'm trying to think of who the fifth Pokemon was. I don't think I took a picture of it or anything though. Gosh darn it. I wonder if I can find it. I definitely didn't save it. It's lost to the internet void. It's lost to the internet void forever. All right, 1371. We're moving. We're moving and shaking, fam bam. We got to get to 1386 at least. 1390 is what we're shooting for. 1390 would be what, 80 encounters on the evening? I think that's good. I think 80 encounters on the evening is good. Can't forget Trapinch. Trapinch is definitely a chomper. Lil Bubba says Skeledirge is the only Pokemon with a Pokemon. Yo, that's for sure. It's got the little, but the little bird on its hat, like, what Pokemon is that? No one knows. So is it a Pokemon yet? That's the question, right? Oops, sorry, Turtwig. Not this time. Not this time, buddy. Eli says Tandemaus, Mousehold, Scovillian, and others have joined. Oh, for the Chomper gang, the Chomper crew, the certified Chompsters. Oops, I think I just did too many encounters there. I hit the button twice on accident. The keyboard's one of those high ground keyboards with the magnetic buttons, so like I just have to look at it sideways and it just presses the button. Eli says maybe the bird on its head is actually G-Max Cinderace ball. They look similar. Lil Bubba says it's a dead Starly. Really? Is that canon? It's supposed to be a dead Starly? No. Skeledirge. I'm pulling it up on Cerebi now because I want to see. Oh, it's not even in there, is it? Is it really supposed to be a dead Starly? Is Skeledirge's bird a dead Starly? I don't see it. I'm gonna have to go back and look that up sometime. Oh, Lil Bub says no, it's not. Ralph says there's a bird. LOL. You never even notice when he sings into the microphone. It's got like a little bird. And then Crocolore's hat is kind of like a nest on top of his head with eggs in it. Eli says, hear me out. I have a point. They both have no mouth and big blank white eyes. Wait, the Starly and Skeledirge do? They look like birds. Lil Bubba says it'd be sad if it was a dead Starly. Aww. Bofity says my favorite starter of all time is Froakie. It's a pretty good starter choice. I feel like Froakie in the X and Y days was just unmatched by far. No one wanted anything else but Froakie. Bow, bow, bow. Also says Google Skeledirge bird on head. There's a pretty detailed explanation, but it doesn't say what the bird is exactly. Yo, there we go, fam bam. There we go. We don't have a for sure explanation. It's undetailed. What a shame, actually. It'd be kind of cool if there was some more lore behind it, you know? But also, maybe it's like a design of a Pokemon that we'll get in the future. Maybe we'll get a South American region. And Skeledirge is from that region originally. Hello, internet. Welcome to Game Theory. For real. We're just gonna start watching YouTube videos as a chat together about all of the different Pokemon theories. It says the bird is the reason it became a ghost type. Really? Now I'm interested. Now I'm hooked. I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm getting kind of sleepy, fam bam. Oops. Chimchar, yes, that's the one we want. Bofity says shiny Froakie looks bad, but the second it turns into Greninja, it becomes one of the best shinies in the game. Yo, the black shinies. I'm telling you, those black shinies are just so tough. Charizard, Rayquaza, Greninja. All the black shinies are like super cool. And they're intimidating. That's also why Meowscarada is the best starter too. Not that shiny's not black, but there's a lot of the shiny that is black. Probably because it's already, I think, black in the regular version of it, but still. Eli says, I'm thirsty. Get some Wawa. Lil Boba says, Espeon has one of the worst shinies. Yes, it does. It's just that disgusting puke green. It's like neon green. And it doesn't suit that Pokemon well to be a green color. Like, the purple looks so sleek and like iconic, you know, and majestic in ways. And then the second that thing goes shiny and turns green, it just looks like a bad radiation experiment. Shiny Zorora is wonderful. The blue looks wonderful. It's awesome. I'm gonna scream. It really is good. Or the Hisuian Zorora. That's a good one. Umbreon and Sylveon are the only shiny evolutions I like. Really? Oops. Not Turtwig. Flareon's shiny sucks. It's like barely a tinge different. I like Vaporeon though. The purple. It looks all regal. Oops. Not shiny. I'll be right back. I'm getting Gatorade at midnight. Oh no. Dragonite has an okay shiny. I don't like Dragonite's shiny either. I think it just, I don't know. I don't think it's a green shiny thing. It's just some Pokemon don't look good green. And Dragonite's one of them. Kuro, welcome to the chat. Good luck on the hunt. Hey, thank you, friend. Kuro Sakazui. Sakazui? Did I say that correct? Kuro Sakazui. Good luck on the hunt. Thank you, my friend. I hope your day is well. I hope your weekend was great. Thanks for stopping in, taking a peek at what's going on, and wishing me luck. Bofudi says Dragonite's shiny is poop green. It really is not a good color for it. It's not the green shiny thing that I dislike. It's gotta be, I think it's just the fact that I don't like green on those shinies. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I didn't completely butcher the name. Is it okay if I just say Kuro? Did I say that properly? Lil Bubba says I'm eating tortillas. Yo, okay, so when I was a kid, my sister and I, we used to make like microwave churros, I guess they could be called. We would take tortillas and just like lather butter inside of them and sprinkle cinnamon in them and then roll them up, throw them in the microwave for like, I don't know, you only need to heat them up for like 10 seconds. And it's just like the best. It's so good. It's got to be a flour tortilla though. A flour tortilla, you put some butter on the inside and then the butter gets all melty and like soaks up the cinnamon and oh my goodness. It's just super not healthy for you and also tastes amazing. Kuro says yes. Thank you. How'd you find my stream tonight, Kuro? Were you just browsing the YouTube pages? Bofa D says it's kind of like a crepe. Yes, it is like a crepe. Kind of, I guess. Except it's a tortilla, not like pancake at all. Come on, game, load up. Holy poopsicle. Pokemon Shining Pearl version. Yudo says, I'm checking out the shiny hunting community since I'm new to streaming. Yo, welcome. Were you just browsing shiny hunting streams specifically? And if so, why did you, if you were browsing shiny hunting streams, why did you pick my stream? I'm always interested to know how you found the stream, what brought you here, what worked and what didn't work that I did. Todd the Chaos, welcome back. How we doing? How was your weekend? How's your Sunday been? I hope you're having a great day. Eli says, all right, OT has been acquired. Nice. Very nice. I think you meant it has been acquired, as in the Gatorade. The stream quality is amazing. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I spent quite a bit of time to set up the layout, the scene changes, all of that good stuff. So that makes me happy to hear that you appreciate the stream quality. Todd the Chaos says, I'm good. That's good to hear, friend. That is really good to hear, friend. Ralph says that my energy and conversation are fire. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate that compliment. Bofody says, the reason I'm here is because of my chimchar hunt. It just was someone to talk to and share the pain while I do it. Yo, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And I hope that you find your chimchar soon, man. What's your count at now, Bofodies? Kiddo says it definitely works well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Lil Bubba says I had fajitas, so I'm eating leftover tortillas. Yo, fajitas are so good. I love peppers and onions so much with like any types of food, you know, like, but especially when you have some good fajitas and the onions and bell peppers are grilled nice with whatever meat you choose, whether it's steak, chicken, pork, it doesn't matter. And the peppers and onions are amazing. Bofody says I'm about 2,864 encounters in. Yo, brutal. That is brutal. I'm hoping, or like, I think that I will probably encounter this shiny somewhere around like the 23 to 2400 range, but I won't be surprised if I start pushing like 3,000 and 4,000 encounters on this thing. It wouldn't surprise me. I feel like I've had really good, at least decent shiny luck, and I know Scarlet and Violet's easy to hunt in, but I feel like I don't know if my experience is the same as everyone else's, but I feel like, and maybe it's just from like hunting in other games too, it just makes it seem so much easier in Scarlet and Violet, but my luck in Scarlet and Violet is like through the roof. So I have a feeling that like I'm doomed for a long hunt at some point, and I'm hoping it's not this one, but I won't be surprised if it is, to put me through the pain and suffering of this godforsaken long soft reset. Kiddo says I was warned this would be a rough hunt from my chat. Yes, it's a decent one. It wouldn't be so bad. It's just the soft reset times on this thing, on this hunt, are pretty daunting. And then you have so you have like all of the load in screen, the startup, then you have all of this discussion that happens between Rowan, Dawn, you, Barry, going up to the briefcase, finally picking your starter, and then you've got to throw the starter out in battle to see, so it just takes some time. So just prepare wisely for it. Buckle in, persevere, have the right mindset. It's nice to stream it, because then, you know, you're just chatting most of the time. So I'm kind of on cruise control, you know, when you're in these chats. Once you get the button mashing down, it's okay. Lil Bubba says, I wish it was Tuesday so I can say I had something close to tacos. That's for sure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be making tacos on Tuesday. So when we get back to a Tuesday stream and I start asking y'all about your tacos for Tuesday, you better come prepared. You better come suited up, ready to go, because your boy's going to have tacos on this Tuesday, I think. Ofity says I would probably be done by now if the cutscene wasn't so long. Yeah, that's for sure. The cutscene's the hardest part in this hunt, or like the longest part in this hunt, because you have to get through the dialogue, and then also the dialogue, you like, it's not only is the dialogue part of the cutscene that you have to go through, but it's dialogue, so you have to be paying attention and like hitting A to get through the dialogue properly. It says I got too lucky on Briefcase Simulator, but Ice Cube and Scarlet and Violet took 13 sandwiches. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever had a situation in Scarlet and Violet where I've had more than like two two sandwiches. I think is probably the most I've ever had to do. Eli says, good night, guys. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Eli. You have a great night. YouTube reviewer says, I look like I have Down syndrome. Thanks. Welcome to the stream. Lil Bubba says, I should have been asleep about 20 minutes ago. Yo, same here. Your boy's getting tired. But I'm determined to make it to 1390. We're gonna get there. It's the final countdown. It's the final stretch, y'all. It's the final countdown. I don't think I've ever had to do like more than a couple sandwiches in Scarlet and Violet. Did you Kyoto, did you do just like a level 2 encounter sandwich, or were you actually doing the increased shiny odds on the sandwiches as well? Kyoto says I went from 119 on Piplup to 13 sandwiches in Scarlet and Violet. 6.5 hour shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet would be brutal. I'm trying to think. I think my Snivy hunt was probably the longest hunt. And I might have had to make 4 sandwiches in that one to get the first. And I think I think I did 2 Snivies. It was level 3 and you had the shiny charm. Yo, my goodness. Sometimes it just doesn't fall your way, but hey, at least you had the Piplup in 119 encounters. That's good. That's super nice. Ralph's dropping the sparkles in the chat. Thank you, Ralph, for the sparkles. You love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, level 3 sandwich and the charm, and it's still taking that long. That would be not so fun. Not so fun. Lil Bubba says, over the weekend I messed up my school sleep schedule. Ooh, not good. Definitely not good. That's the worst to get reset back. Bofity says, after I'm done this hunt, I'm probably going to hunt Giratina. That will be a fun one to hunt. That will definitely be a fun one. Are you going to hunt it in BDSP? Bugs Pokemon 31, good afternoon. Good luck on your shiny hunt. Hey, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream as well, Bugs Pokemon 31. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you stopping by and the good lucks as well. How was your weekend? How was your Sunday? What'd you do this wonderful weekend, Bugs Pokemon? And also, what brought you here tonight? What brought you to my stream? Of all of the shiny Pokemon streams or Pokemon streams in general, why'd you click on mine? Bofity says, I once did a full odd hunt for Mimikyu during my playthrough because I didn't have shiny charm or access to sparkling sandwiches. It took me 2 days to get it. Yeah, but that's pretty okay, I guess. How long did you spend hunting each time? And if you didn't do any sandwiches for it to like isolate hunt either, I could see that, especially like a Pokemon like Mimikyu, because in most places that it spawns, it's not like a primary spawn. But he says, I'm gonna hunt it in Brilliant Diamond. Nice. So you're gonna play through the game after you get Chimchar, get to the end, and then on the static hunt for Giratina, shiny hunt it. Very nice. You'll love to see it. That is a cool thing about BDSP as well, because all of the legendaries you can shiny hunt in this game, and then transfer them over to home, put them in your games, whatever you want to do. It's just you're limited up to Gen 4 legendaries. But that's still a good chunk of Pokemon. It's like, what is it, like probably close to 30 legendaries, I bet. I bet it's probably close to 30 in one of the games even, without the exclusives. Because you figure, okay, so like in Pearl, you get Mewtwo, the birds, right? So that's 3 more. Do both games get Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza? I can't remember. And then you have all the Reggies. You have Latios. Yeah, that's a good chunk of legendaries. Even considering one game gets the birds, one game gets the beasts. And then if you did all of them, it's definitely probably closer to a full box if you had all of them. Gosh dang it, my eye is itchy. Oops. Ofity says all day, around 15 hours in total, so I think I actually got sort of lucky. Yeah, especially if you're shiny hunting it with no isolation hunt. Mimikyu only spawns like 1 out of every, what, 20 Pokemon in that area? In the tag tree thicket. It's not a super common spawn in there. Not super common at all. Come on, game, load up already. All right, I've got just a few more encounters to go, so we're gonna get to 1390 tonight. Bam bam, we're getting there. We are so close, I can taste it. Unless we get the shiny on 1386. Turtle did guess it on 1386, so if we get it there, that would be pretty epic. I do love how Scarlet and Violet have made it a lot easier to shiny hunt, because if you wanted, like if you're doing a shiny only playthrough, it's easier for just like common players to do stuff like that now. If you're not wanting to sink a ton of hours into a playthrough like that, you know. Ofidi says I was using encounter power 2. I didn't have the sparkling power. Oh, okay. Dang, yeah, that's a good chunk of time still. Daniel, welcome to the stream. How we doing tonight, Daniel? Hope your weekend was great. I hope your Sunday was awesome. What have you been shiny hunting, Daniel? What's on your target list? Lil Bubba says, I'm so sleepy, but I can't sleep. I feel your pain there. I know that problem. When your mind's just buzzing, you can't relax, you can't sit still. Just going after it. Daniel says the weekend was good and you're hunting Buzzwole. Nice. Are you doing that in Dynamax Adventures? Yes, you are. I see it in DAs. Very good. How many encounters in are you on that Buzzwole so far, Daniel? I really need to get my shiny charm in Sword and Shield, y'all. I got to start doing some Dynamax Adventures with you guys. Dynamax Adventures with the Fam Bam, shiny hunting legendaries. I mean, does it get any better than that? Says I do not keep a number. Oh, okay. That's all right. How many days have you been hunting the Buzzwole? Do you know how many days it's been? That's probably a good gauge, because you figure, what can you do? Like if you're playing like a good 4 hours a day, each Dynamax adventure might take 15 minutes to complete, 20. You can get like what, close to 10 in a day if you're doing 4. A lot. Oh man. Lil Bubba says I gotta charge my phone, but I also have to charge my school laptop, so there's an issue. Plug one in one outlet and the other in the other outlet. Problem solved. $13.86. This will be the encounter Turtle was guessing. Oh my goodness. This could be the shiny. If it is, the Turtle guessed $13.86. Let's see what we get, Fam Bam. This is the moment of truth. They never gave you a charger for your laptop? It's a laptop from the school, and they didn't give you a charger to go with it? They're just like, here's the laptop. You got to figure out your charging situation. That's kind of annoying. Does it just take like a general USB-C charger? I guess if it just charges off like a regular charger, then meh. But yeah, if you had to like have a special charger for it, like what? Why would you not get a charger for the laptop? School issued laptop, no charger. Good luck. It ran out because you got yours in last period. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Oh, darn it. Not 1386. Sorry, Turtle. It wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. All right, we got 4 more encounters, and then I'll do a proper goodbye for you all. I hope you guys have been having a good evening with me. I know that sometimes the briefcase simulators can get a little repetitive, but I've had a good time hanging out with y'all tonight. It's been super fun. Lil Bubba says I have no chargers for it right now, but my phone charger. So your phone charger works on the laptop. It must be a USB-C port. I do like that so many devices use the USB-C now instead of like having a bunch of different charging cables. It's nice to be able to charge like so many different devices off of one cable. Bofity says, my dog is such a menace. Whenever I'm busy and can't play with her, she grabs her ball and purposely drops it behind furniture, so I'm forced to get it. Yo, what a smart little pup. Our dogs will do that too. They'll bring toys over to us all the time. Just like drop them in our lap. And then Harley, our golden doodle, she always comes up like, if you sit on the couch, she'll come up and like nuzzle her hand into her nose into your hand, like force you to pet her. And she like doesn't let up. If you don't pet her, she'll like put her paw on you and like keep pawing you until you do it. Little turkeys. If I could get the playthrough of this, if I can get going on this playthrough, here we go. Use your words, Casey. Use your words. If I can get this playthrough going, it'd be fun to complete this one and then start on, it would be fun to go back and start some of the Pokemon games I've missed. Finish Sapphire. I think I would do that first. Just original Sapphire would be fun to play. I have Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but I'd like to go back and do original Sapphire first. Then maybe test the waters with some other ones too. Because I've got Soul Silver. I never played the remakes of Johto, and I really want to. Just don't have like a proper capture device for my 3DS. I'd have to set up like a camera stream or something like that, which could be done. We could do it. That or send my 3DS off. I finally got the right 3DS to be able to get the capture device installed in it. I would just have to send it off and do the whole process. Get it back. It'd be pretty cool though, because then I could do. I've got original Pearl version. I've got Soul Silver. I've got what? Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I need to get a black and white game. Either black 2, white 2, or black or white. I think that's the next major find of the collection. Lil Bubba says, my dog likes to play Go Fetch, but doesn't give you the ball back. Does he at least bring the ball over to your area and then wants you to like rip it from their mouth? I feel like dogs think that that's part of the game. Like they go get the item and bring it back to you just to play tug of war with you, just so that you could throw it again, and then they'll bring it back and do tug of war again. I think that's part of the plan, or part of their mindset, what they think has to happen. They think that's part of the game. No shiny Chimchar. All right, y'all. We're going into the final encounter of the evening. This one here will be the last one. 1390. Do we get the shiny tonight? Get some sparkles in the chat. Let's go, fam bam. Come on now. Show me you're still awake. Show me you're still alive. If you guys haven't already, please consider dropping a like on the stream. It does help push the video into the YouTube algorithm, encouraging others to come and join us for these wonderful playthroughs and shiny hunts that we do. All right. Load in, game. Here we go. Final encounter of the evening, guys. Let's see it. Please be shiny, 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 please be shiny. Lil Bubba says, I'm on the verge of sleep. Me too. I'm right there with you. I'm ready to go lay my head on the pillow and just conk. But I feel like I finished my script for my first video. I feel like I've got a good script put together. I want to get it recorded and then edited and put out this week. So I'm kind of pushing it last minute, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try and get it out there. I think it'll be a fun little YouTube video that just kind of like introduces who I am, kind of thing like that. No shiny, no chance. Gosh dang it. 1,390 encounters in, guys. We're 1,390 encounters in. Still no shiny Chimchar yet. Still no Mikey, but we will be back. We will be back at it. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you more than you know. I hope you guys had a good evening hanging out with me. Enjoyed the time spent. Both of these, I hope you get that shiny Chimchar soon. Thanks for sticking it out through going through the pain and suffering that is the briefcase simulator with me. And until the next stream, guys, I'll be back on Tuesday, same time, same place, 6:30 p.m. PST. I'm not sure if, you know what, I'm probably just gonna be back into this briefcase simulator. I think I need to get this monkey. I need to get this thing captured and moving underway, get this gameplay going. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'll see you guys on Tuesday for some more briefcase simulator. Don't forget, Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, guys. So make sure to get your tacos ready, because your boy's gonna be having tacos. I'm gonna have some tacos. They're gonna be so delicious, and I cannot wait. So until the next time, y'all, I hope you all have a great evening. I appreciate you. Enjoy the evening. Enjoy your week. I'll see you on Tuesday, and we will get after it. Have a good night, y'all.